Good morning, Facebook family. Today is Monday, and this is your Monday morning meditation with Pastor Evita Smith. I just want to leave a word of encouragement today for those who may be struggling with believing. I want to leave the word of reminder to keep believing. Oftentimes, we'll have situations that come up, and we are trying to figure out how they're going to work out. It seems like we've been praying and believing for them to get better, and they haven't gotten better. We go to church on Sunday, and we may get excited and have our faith renewed, but then as the week goes on, we're still battling, we're still struggling, we're still going through things, and it seems like we're still just waiting for that deliverance, waiting for that healing, waiting for that answer, waiting for that breakthrough. And we get to a place where our faith may become depleted, and we start to question and we start to doubt, and then we get to a place where we don't believe. But I want to encourage you on today to keep believing. If we remember the story in Mark chapter 9, we remember the man who needed to get to Jesus because his son had been tormented with a spirit from an early age, and nothing had seemed to be able to help him. And trying to get to Jesus, he ends up getting to the disciples first, and they were unable to deliver his son as he needed. And so he had to get finally to Jesus. And when he got to Jesus, he had just probably gotten to a place of being so tired, so trying to get an answer for his son, that he says, Lord, if you're willing. He puts the if there. And so Jesus tells him, if you will believe, all things are possible to him who believes. Many of us are living in the if. We're living in that place where if it happens, but I'm not going to really believe. I'm not going to really put a lot of stock in it. But we have to get to a place where we move from condition of if to confidence in believing that God is able. We have to believe that God wants his best for us, that God wants to deliver us, God wants to heal us, that no matter how many setbacks, no matter how many things we've had to go through, how many challenges, that delay is not denial, that there is still a healing available, there is still a breakthrough, there is still an answer to that prayer, but we have to keep believing. But the way that we get to that place is that we first have to become honest. As the man said to Jesus, he said, Lord, I believe, help my unbelief. Many of us need to get to that place of honesty with God on today, that we have to say, Lord, I do believe, but I admit that there are places where in my life, things that I've seen and gone through that have caused me to doubt, things that have caused me to fear, places where I may have some unbelief. So on this week, as we go through the week and we encounter our different obstacles, challenges, things that come through our day, that I want us to be able to be like that man, that we have to say, Lord, I believe, but help my unbelief. In those places where I'm still trusting, I'm still believing, but I'm questioning and I'm doubting, Lord, help my unbelief. Help me to believe again. Help me to trust again. Help me to know that you are still able and that you still have an answer, a promise, a deliverance, a healing, a breakthrough, whatever it is that I stand in need of, that you're still able to provide it. And so I need you, Lord, to help my unbelief. So on today, I'm praying with you and for you that God will begin to just stir up that belief in your heart again, that God will increase your faith in those areas where you've had doubt and where you've had worry and where you've had fear, that we all go through those places where we believe, but we have areas of unbelief, but we have to trust and believe that God can take us from a place of being on the condition of if to being in full confidence that he is still able, that he still sits on the throne, he still knows what he is doing concerning our situation, and that in due time and in due season, he will answer our prayers and help us in that area of our need. So I just pray on this week that you will be encouraged to know to keep believing. Go back to those places and admit where you have doubt and say, Lord, I believe, but help my unbelief. This has been your Monday morning meditation with Pastor Evita Smith. I pray you join me each and every Monday morning. If this word has blessed you, I ask you to share it with someone else so that someone else can be encouraged to keep believing. Have a blessed week, and may you have a profitable, prosperous, and powerful day.